Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a good day, good Sunday. Anyone got any Memorial Day plans? Hey, Rising. This is for Ari. I am getting a yes, Ari. I have the Knight of Cups and Judgment came out. Hey, Daisha. Nisha, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It's supposed to be thundering and raining on Memorial Day. Oh no, is it supposed to be that way for me? Hold on. Not that I have anything planned, but oh my God, it's supposed to be raining here too. Ari, it's supposed to be raining tomorrow, but Tuesday should be okay. That kind of sucks. Gideon is on the way. I'm so nervous. Lala, oh my gosh. Don't be nervous, girl. Just lead with love and lead with support, and you guys will figure it out. You're welcome, Ari. This is for J Moon. J Moon, I am getting a no, but it is the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man talks about delays. So maybe your question saying soon is probably the no part, but I think it's gonna happen for you. It's just on a delay, maybe. Margaret. Margaret, I got a no, the Hermit. I have a judgment for you, Rising. That's a yes. It sounds like a lot of people are ready for something new. Is there a collective stagnancy? Ready for a change? Daisha. I am getting a yes, Daisha. The Sun. That's a really, really great card. It's very positive. Margaret, congratulations. Congratulations on your graduation. Barbecuing with neighbors for Memorial Day. I am not doing anything. So we live in a really beautiful neighborhood with like a huge lake, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be up there. We have like, it's basically like a beach in our neighborhood, and it's really nice. We also have a pool like right in that same area, but unfortunately, because they replastered the pool this year, it's a limited opening, and it's probably going to be super hella busy up there. So, what I think we're going to do is just hang at home. It's my husband's first day off in a week. So, but it is my birthday week, so I foresee like a lot of fun happening. I'm gonna be taking a little more time off this week than usual. Rose, I have your question. Emmy, I have your question. Amira, I have your question. Yes, congratulations to Margaret for graduating today. Cindy, I have your question. Lala, I have your question. You're welcome, Rising. You're welcome, Margaret. You're welcome, Daisha. Oh, thanks, Rising. Happy early birthday. I am a Gemini. My birthday is on Saturday. It's the first day or first weekend that my birthday has fallen on in a long time. So I'm pretty excited about that. And what's funny is my husband said like over like the last month, he's now working weekends for the first time in like years. And so I'm like, of course my birthday would fall on a weekend and you're working, but he did take the day off. So y'all probably will not see me on Saturday. June 1st. Thank you. Thanks, Rising. I'll be 35. Thank you, Emmy. All right, this is for Nisha. So, Nisha, it looks like a yes. I have the Page of Pentacles. This indicates this is like the beginning stages of having these feelings. Rose. Oh, we're the same age, Rising. That's cool. How much is a mini general reading? So, Rose, I'm sorry, I just am now getting to your question. A mini general reading would be $8 and an in-depth would be 13. If you have more than one question, I always suggest a BOGO because it's more money or more bang for your buck kind of thing. And it's $17. But in my description, I have a list of all the different things that I offer. And if you're confused about anything, just let me know. In the pinned comment, there is a link tree, and that's going to take you to my Cash App, my Venmo, and my PayPal. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Nisha. Team looking young. Yeah, very, very, very grateful for that for sure. Although I have stopped getting carded for alcohol, so I don't know how to feel about that. Emmy says, may I ask if Hisham, the tourist guy, on sexual affair? I'm Aquarius, he's popular. Show me a yes or a no for Emmy. Yes or no for Emmy. So Emmy, I got the Wheel of Fortune, and in this deck, it's a maybe, but I wanted to understand which way he was leaning, and I am getting a yes. The Two of Cups. So I feel like the Wheel of Fortune talks about taking a chance, or if they have the chance, or if they have the opportunity to hook up with you, then they would want to. So yeah, I do feel that they would, or that they do. Amira, thank you guys for liking. I am doing a giveaway again today. Amira, I am getting a yes. Queen of Wands. Cindy. Cindy, I am getting a yes. Queen of Cups and Temperance. Lala. I'm getting a no. The Five of Swords. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Aesthetic. Both grandparents on father's side are Gemini. I definitely am a fan of Gemini. I know what y'all say about Gemini men, but and I can kind of see that. Some Gemini men, most of them, I feel are a little toxic, but I love being a Gemini myself. Thank you, Margaret. I'm trying to get through the list as quickly as I can. Thank you guys for being patient. Hi, Star. Welcome in. You're welcome, Emmy. Thank you for liking Star. Hi, Eve. Diamond, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Danielle, thank you for the birthday wish. Okay, let's get back to free reads real quick. Aesthetic Delta. I am getting a yes. Page of Wands. Sophie. I am getting a yes. The King of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Galilea. I have a yes. The World. Star. I like this question. I should ask this question. So, Star, I have the Knight of Swords, also the Two of Swords and Justice came out. So they're saying this is your decision. So, this is not necessarily like set in stone for you. This is, you know how some people are born into money? You're not. So this is going to require you to get creative and basically apply yourself in order to pave the way for you to be a person of means later on in life. So I don't think this is just going to happen to you. This is going to require your efforts. It's not just going to happen. But I think that it is here for you if you apply yourself. Eve. Eve, I'm getting a yes. Nine of Wands. Your love life will turn around, I would say, in the near future, because that usually indicates that the hardship's coming to an end. Danielle, I am getting a no right now. I'm so sorry. I do see that I have donations coming in. I will get those confirmed in just a second. I have the Hermit, Danielle. So this indicates like he's in the mindset of inaction at this time. Haley, I have a yes. Page of Pentacles. I'm only going to be able to answer a few more questions. Haley, my birthday is not today, but thank you so much. It's next weekend on Saturday. We were just talking about our plans for like Memorial Day, and I mentioned that it was my birthday week. So, which I don't even know if this week would technically qualify as a birthday week because it's on a weekend, but that's why everyone was saying that. But thank you so much. It's on June 1st. Hey, Smiley. Jasmine, welcome back. It's been a long time since you've been here. Eve says, wow, nice. You're on point. You're welcome, Eve. And you're welcome, Danielle. You're welcome, Haley. Like a year or two. Wow, that's such a long time. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to work on these last couple of readings here. So, Diamond Girl, will things get better between S and I? Well, welcome back, Jasmine. Diamond Girl, I have a yes. King of Pentacles. Svetlana. We are doing a giveaway today. If we hit 25 likes, we're going to be doing a free tarot reading giveaway. So there was a winner yesterday. There has most of the time been a winner. So if you want to participate, the only thing I ask is that you're present when I select who's going to be a part of the giveaway. As long as you're here, you can participate. And we're a little more than halfway there now. So you can keep checking back in, keeping an eye on my likes on the live stream, but you may run the risk of not being able to participate if you're not here when I announce like all the people I'm adding to the list. So Svetlana, let's see. I am getting a no, 5 of Cups in the Hanged Man, Svetlana. Grace. I am getting a no, Grace, 4 of Swords. That could change. Smiley. I am getting a yes, Smiley, Queen of Pentacles. That's kind of like that boss mom energy where you're able to like handle everything at once and multitask. Rising out of BOGO, Jasmine, automatic writing. Okay. For a channeled message. Wow, I haven't done one of those in so long, Jasmine. Okay. Svetlana, thank you. You're welcome, Jasmine. Got you. Smiley, you're welcome. All right. Sit tight, guys. I'm gonna confirm these donations and then we'll get started. Okay. Jasmine and Lala. All right. Per usual, if anyone pays to skip the line, please let me know in the chat as soon as possible. It is $5 to skip ahead, and it's also $5 to keep your spot. If nobody pays to skip the line, you guys just stay in the same order, but just keep in mind that if someone does pay to skip, you might be bumped down a space or two, but I do try to get to you guys as quickly as I can and be mindful of your time as well. So hopefully everyone can see that I just posted in the chat the order. That's the order that it was received by me, and that's the order that I will be reading, unless of course someone pays to skip. We are at, oh my gosh, guys. We're at 14 likes. Once we hit 25, we'll be doing a tarot reading giveaway. So, Rising Storm, if you're still in here, you can check in with me. I'm about to read your question. Hey, girl. Okay. Shuffling for you now. Wow, Rising. So I'm still shuffling, but I have to tell you, the very first card out is the Seven of Swords. So, that's like right on the nose for what's going on right now, wouldn't you say? Oh my gosh. Okay. We also have the Devil, second card out. Let's keep going. Eight of Cups, Two of Cups, Six of Wands. um, okay. Rising Storm. So he is, deep down, he is a really good person. But I think that a lot of times he struggles with um like mental health. And I don't necessarily mean like, oh, he goes into a depression or he has like manic episodes or he has really bad anxiety. What I mean by that is that I think he can give in really easily or give way to delusions. And unfortunately, I think when hiding, it's allowing him to keep a certain wall up between you and him, or even him in reality. It's allowing him to like work in like this fantasy world for some reason. Um, I see here with the Seven of Swords, this could indicate that he may be trying to kind of find a way to connect with you without actually putting himself out there. We did mention that before, but I think that's something that he's still going through. And so the problem is, Rising Storm, is that the first time that he interacted with you, he acted like a completely different person. Now he's interacting with you and acting, and he is being himself, but he's not telling you that it's him. So it's like he keeps getting closer and closer to communicating with you like as it's really him, but he's still always keeping this element of secrecy there. So I think it's partly that, and then I think it's also him allowing him to kind of, I feel like spy is maybe the wrong word, but kind of like lurk or keep an eye on things or be observant and watchful, allowing him to be a part of the dialogue or conversation as himself, but still in a way wearing a mask. And the reason why I said that he has some issues with like giving into delusion and fantasy is because the devil is here. And so I think that instead of like, I guess, allowing him to be immersed in reality and allowing him to get to know you on a real level, he really likes this idea of a fantasy world. Now, a lot of times this can happen with people, especially if they because you know you play out fantasy in like sex, right? You play out fantasy in role playing in Comic-Con. You play out fantasy and all of that in like video games and things. So it's like it's definitely like a real thing that real people go through. You play out a fantasy through catfishing. Like it is a thing because it is something that people desire because they are afraid to be themselves. They like the idea of being able to be someone else. So I think that when I say mental health, I think that's what I'm talking about more so than anything. It's more like him having maybe not enough confidence to present as himself in a lot of ways. And I think what we can take from this that's partly good, because I always try to like say a positive thing, is that he is at least approaching you now as himself. He's not saying that he's someone else. Now, is he telling you it's him? No. But we're still getting closer to him getting more comfortable. Um, so it's kind of not still great, but it's a little better, I guess. I don't know really like how you feel about this at all. You're gonna need to get this person out of your system, whether you guys get together, form a relationship, or you say, you know what, I'm done with this and walk away. This is gonna be your choice. If it were me though, I don't think Rising, like I'd wanna continue to like wait on this person. Like I think I'd want someone who's more turnkey, ready to go. Like I don't have to wait this out, but only you know the connection that you have with this person, and maybe you feel like you guys are just really close, and like you just have a little ways to go, and you want to see it play out, you want to see it through, and I totally get that. But I also want, as your reader, to remind you, you don't have to keep doing this either, if you don't want to. Um, I feel like is he's taking the things that you have to say in these readings to heart. It's very special to him. Whatever it is you're saying is helping him. You, by like communicating with him or like giving him a reading or whatever is happening on your side, whatever is happening on your side of things, I think he is taking what you have to say to heart. So, um, I think that he appreciates you at this time, and I think that he hears what it is you have to say, and he's looking to you as a way to like guide him through this process. And I think that when he gets more comfortable, it will be a lot easier for him to come forward as himself. But that to me is what it feels like he's doing, is just trying to, instead of jump right in, when like for example, I just talked about the pool earlier. Like some people like to walk in one step at a time and get their body used to the temperature, and there's some people who like to just get it over with and jump right in. And I think he's a waiter. I think he's the type of person that likes to walk in step by step until he feels comfortable. Um, and that's what I'm feeling. So let me take a look at your next question. I do see that I'm getting other donations as well, so I'm going to take a look at those in just a second. Rising, I think you added to your reading as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, perfect. Jasmine says favorite cards are Empress, Star, World, Ten of Pentacles. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting how people have different cards that are their favorite? I would say I love Six of Cups. But I'm a sensory girly, and I think that's why I like Six of Cups, because I've always felt nostalgia very, very deeply, and like just a song or a smell or taste of a certain food can bring me right back to a place in time. And so Six of Cups just resonates with me, and it's a level of familial comfort and just coziness, and I just really, really love that card. Uh, I'm trying to think off the top of my head what else I like. I really like Ten of Pentacles. I would agree with that. Yeah, like Six of Cups is like the feeling of reunion, coming back together. I really like that card as well. I'm sure there's other ones, I just can't think of them off the top of my head right now. But Six of Cups always is a standout for me, and I don't really hear people talk about that, liking that card as much as the other ones. All right, next actions in the near future. Next actions in the near future, please. Four of Wands is good. Speaking of Four of Wands, I just pulled that for you, Rising. Four of Wands. Alex, thank you for the donation. I'm going to update the list momentarily so you can see where you're at. If you want to scroll up to just a little bit, you'll see the list that I currently have right now. You would be after Lala, okay? Next actions. So, Rising, I'm hearing that you're gonna just continue to get to know one another. So, for you, you can expect continual interactions with him. However that may be, you'll continue to interact. So, he may choose to do it the way that he has been recently, through your channel. When I see the Four of Wands, it indicates to me that we're doing things the right way. And it may be the slow way, but we're going to do things step by step. And kind of like to throw back to my last reading when I said he likes to take things one step at a time. I'm being reminded that he is not normally the chaser, that he is normally the one that people come for him. And I forget what show it was, either Friends or New Girl. I'm trying to remember, but one of the people on the show was like, any person I've ever dated, they chose me. Like, I've never actually looked at someone, said that I want to be with them, and then like I was with them. It might have been Chandler on Friends, but basically he's saying like I've just never really had an issue where I've had to pursue anyone. And I think that's where the struggle is here, Rising, is that he's trying to figure out how to do that. He's trying to figure out how to pursue you because it's never really been something that he's had to do. Either he just got lucky in the girls that he found attractive and he was interested in also wanted to be with him and took the lead, or maybe he just wasn't really too picky about who he was going to be with. He just thought that's how it worked, is that a girl says, I want you, and then you just go along with it. So I feel like for him, knowing that you're more reserved and understanding that energy, that you're more like, you need to come to me, he is trying to understand how to do that. And I think he is going about it wildly the wrong way, but I also think he doesn't know any better. He doesn't know any different. And I think a lot of the times too, he gets sidetracked and distracted with like life in general as well. And I think he craves companionship and love. I think that he really desires that. But I also think that um, he doesn't know if he really has the time for it or maybe the energy or effort to put towards something like that. But I think that's more like a excuse because I think that anybody has time for love. Um, so all of that to say that his steps and his action towards you is going to be continued communication, continued interaction with you. And like I feel, and my hope is that he's going to just get more and more comfortable with you, and then it's going to be really easy for him to make that move that you've been waiting for. Near future wise, I would say just continued interaction. You probably will be seeing him more on your channel, maybe more friendly interactions in person. Um, Things like that until he feels like he wants to take the plunge. But I think you're doing the right thing as far as like letting him take the lead because you've already put yourself out there enough when it comes to him. It's important that he learns that he needs to step up and do the same for you to really show you that he's interested. I have a lot of really great cards here: Four of Wands, King of Wands, um, Nine of Pentacles, Empress, Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of good. And I always try to keep it positive if I can. That's what I've been working to do at the moment, just waiting for him to get comfortable. Yeah. And I think that's what it is. And I mean, honestly, so much power to you for still being interested in this person. That's all I have to say, because this would be too much for me, but you're a stronger woman than I am. Um, because I couldn't do it, girl. I could not. All right. So let's take a look at your next in-depth. Yes, you got the Empress. I would agree, Jasmine. I would say Empress, Ten of Pentacles, and Six of Cups are probably my top three favorite. All right. So that's the list that I have right now. Remember, I do. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Jasmine, you sent me 5. Was that to hold your place or a yes, no? He said, "Up my ass off." That's hilarious. I just know something's gonna happen here even before he even knew anything. Yeah, so you have to follow your gut. That's really all I can say. There's only so much that I can say or try to infer. At the end of the day, you guys do what you're gonna do. All right, so in depth for rising, let's see. Would it make sense, rising, for him to feel called out or like or even a little bit of like shame or regret maybe? Because these are like the things I'm hearing: called out, shame, and regret. It was to add to the automatic writing message. Oh, I see, I see. All right, girl, you got that. Jasmine, I will pull some extra messages from your person, okay? For you for that. That is definitely doable. So, being called out, shame, and regret is like the big three things that I'm feeling. Um, I don't know if Or maybe embarrassed? Is that a good word? Hold up. I gotta see your post. Let me hold on. Is it still there? Because I'm like, is it embarrassment? Is it like, oh God? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see. Oh my God. So, rising. Okay. Now I understand why I was getting feeling called out because you literally said, like, you literally, like, this was a direct message. Um, okay. So this is making a lot more sense. Um, isn't embarrassed. Yeah. I think it's like, oh my God, the spotlight is on me. That's what I was feeling. And I definitely think that he was like, oh God. Like she called me out like directly. Um, so yeah, I think it was just when I say embarrassed, I just kind of mean like, when kind of someone kind of wants to like crawl up into a ball and just disappear. I think it's because maybe he's realizing that he's not as sly or as slick as he thought that he was. Because I have the Seven of Swords here again, and I also have it paired with the Ten of Wands. And so maybe he's like, she can see right through me. And that's where that feeling of like like running and hiding, needing to run and hide. Maybe embarrassment's not the right word, but like just I need to take cover. I need to run and hide. Oh dear God, she called me out. Um, and like feeling like she can see right through me. Like she knows that it's me. And so I think that is the feeling. I'm kind of direct most times. I just want him to talk to me. I totally get it. You're like, how more obvious can I make it? But that was the feeling, though. The feeling of she's figured me out, she's found me out. And then maybe that's why embarrassment and shame might have come into play a little bit because I think he's saying she there's no hiding anymore. Like she knows it's me and now it's up to me to own up to it. And I think before he knew that you might have your suspicions, but you didn't know for sure. So I think that the veil is thinning here and he's like, what's my next move gonna be? Did you have follow up to that question, Rising? I'm just wanting to be a good friend and to be a friend like he can talk to me. Will he still talk knowing this? Yeah, I think so. I think he will. Hold on. All right, so they're saying that, yeah, eventually he is going to talk to you again, knowing that you know what you know. I did get a the moon at first, so that indicates to me that he might need some time to kind of get brave again. It's cracking me up. It's reminding me of like a feral cat, that just wants to be loved and wants to be fed and cared for, but it's been like roughed up from the elements and doesn't really know how to like let you in, even though it craves that. So I think he's gonna need a minute to kind of lick his wounds or maybe come back out of his shell. But I am getting that he's gonna talk to you again, yeah. Hopefully he won't need as much time as we think. You're welcome, Rising. Okay, so next up, do we have Jasmine in here? Aw, don't be nervous. You're welcome. So you're welcome, Rising. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. You're like, come on. Come on. You can do it. Like a baby taking their first steps. Thanks, girl. Okay, so Jasmine. So really quickly, just everybody that's in here, I'm just letting you know that channeled messages can tend to take around 10 minutes for me to complete. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how quickly I can get the channel to open up. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be here, I'm going to be monitoring the chat, but I'm not going to be talking the way that I normally do when I'm doing a tarot reading. It's just going to be me over here channeling this person for her. So unless you have a question for me, it's going to be pretty quiet. This might be a good time to go to the bathroom, grab a drink, something like that, just because it's going to be very chill here for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then when I come back, I'll have the message for Jasmine from her person. And then we'll go back to tarot readings as usual. There is a fine man that you work with. Let's call him Jay. He's an Aquarius. He is too sexy to you. Oh, girl. That's tea. And speaking of which, I'm gonna grab my tea. It's probably cold now. Oh, I forgot to put sweetener in there. God dang it. Okay, so we're channeling your person. All right, girl. So I'm gonna just put a note here, working on channeled message for Jasmine. The chat will be quiet. I'm monitoring. All right. So Jasmine, what I'm going to do is channel this person. I'm going to just see what it is they have to say. And sometimes I can pick up on vernacular, like certain words or phrases that they might use. I can pick up on impressions of what they think of you when they see you, what they've noticed. I really just kind of leave it open to whatever they want to say. So, yes, give me just a few minutes and I'll check in about like halfway when I'm like halfway done just to kind of keep you updated on where I'm at. But again, it is going to be quiet. So just breathe, relax, be open to the reading, and I will let you know like when I'm done and then make sure you're in here so that I can read it for you, okay? Yeah, Jasmine, I haven't done the sexy reads in a long time, girl. It's been a while. But yeah, I did do those once upon a time. You know, if it comes through, it's gonna come through. Already, Jasmine, what I can tell you is this person is a smooth talker. Like this person has a way with words. Like he's very charismatic, I guess, and like he's a wordsmith, by the way. Like I don't really come across this too much, but he talks like he's writing a book or something. Like it's a very strong narration, like a very strong inner monologue. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, people in sales, man, that's all I have to say. They have a way with words. All right, Jasmine. Don't be embarrassed, girl. Don't be embarrassed. Okay, so before I get started, if I pick up on anything that I feel is important to share, but I didn't really wasn't able to really articulate it into the channeled message that I do like to let you know. So a couple of things I picked up on. The first thing is that I think like a big fantasy of his, and I'll explain a little bit more about this like when I like read the message to you so that you understand. But he like has a strong desire or fantasy to like hook up in the office. So or wherever you guys work. There's like a fantasy there associated with that. Um he's very, very dominant, like extremely dominant. And I think that might be that je ne sais quoi, that chi energy that you pick up from him, why you feel he's so yummy, is because he just has that life force energy about him where it's like he might move slower, he might laugh in a very charming way. He just naturally knows how to gravitate that energy towards him. So these are definitely some things that I picked up. He doesn't mind at all being objectified. Granted, that's not the only thing he wants to be known for, but he does like it. Or I said, granted, it's not the only thing he wants to be known for, right? But he does like it. So this is his message to you, and then I'll pull also some more message cards for you as well. So he says, and like I told you, he's like a wordsmith. So the way that he speaks, I feel like if you were to text him, it would be very thoughtful and mindful. And I feel like this just like gravitas or whatever just kind of flows naturally from his energy. And so like the things that he says are like, he like just has interesting like word placement and sentence structures, in my opinion. Um, Okay, so he says, let's just say I've noticed you. Maybe even noticing you, noticing me. It's just a gut instinct, but I can feel you looking for me. And I've been known to have a wandering eye in your direction. I have to say that I don't normally consider dating in the workplace. It's a fairly strict boundary for me. But sometimes I question if there should be an exception. I like to take chances. I like to bet on myself. I feel like I have a pretty strong compass when it comes to assessing the things that I want and the things that will make me happy. And I usually get what I want. And then I put the devil smirk emoji there when he said that. I normally don't show on the outside when I'm interested, but I'll give you a hint. This is where I was like, he's cheeky as fuck. He said, I normally don't show on the outside when I'm interested, but I'll give you a hint. I will initiate conversation, and then you will know. It's subtle, but when I engage in conversation with you, a conversation that I started, that's how you'll know I'm feeling you. I feel electric near you. There is a buzzing energy that feels exciting, and I'm looking forward to our days together. I'm like covering my face of like, what the heck was that? Um, woo! So that was your message, but I am gonna pull some more message cards for you. He's very, like I said, he's like a wordsmith. Like he's like, I typically don't show you, but I'll give you a hint. I'm like, who do you think you are, sir? But basically when he said that he doesn't normally consider dating in the workplace, it's a fairly strict boundary for him. He did talk about maybe he questions if there should be an exception, but I think this is why he has such a strong fantasy about hooking up in the workplace, is because he knows it's like forbidden, or that he forbids himself to do it, so it's like more exciting. Oh, that was interesting. But yeah, he said he feels electric near you. There's a buzzing energy that feels exciting, and he's looking forward to your days together. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm actually going to shuffle now and pull some more message cards for you from him. You need a towel. Messages from him, please. Philomena, I'm not sure if you saw, but I am accepting donations still. You can donate if you'd like. Manor, my free list closed about an hour ago, a little less than an hour ago, so I'm sorry. Okay, so this is for Jasmine here. More messages from Jay, please. He says, reveal. I want to tell you the truth. Maybe there could be like some like tension or maybe hidden feelings that would like to be explored there. He says, I daydream and I'm longing for you. Oh, good. He's having a hard time with the whole workplace thing. I am sensing that. He says we have such good chemistry. I worry I'll fail to give you what you need, but I want to talk to you. I want to hear your voice. And I'm afraid of what other people will think. Ooh, so that's what I've got for you, girl. I hope you enjoyed your reading with me. That was so funny though earlier when you were like, I hope that he doesn't. What did you say? You said, I hope he doesn't think I'm like objectifying him or something. And I was like, oh girl, he likes it. You're welcome. Okay, next up on our list we have Lala. Lala, if you're in here. Perfect. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Just a reminder, guys, I am building a website and I would love it if anybody that gets a reading with me would like to leave a review for me. You might find your review on my website once it's finished. So if you feel inclined, I would really appreciate it. I just went ahead and posted the link where you can leave that review in the chat. And let me update the donation list as well. So yeah, Lala is next. Then we have Alex. Lala, if you're in here, you can post your question. If Lala isn't able to check in with me, then we can move on to the next person, and that will be Alex. So if Alex, if you're here, let me know because I might go ahead and move on to you. I'm going to give Lala just another minute or so. In depth with R. Okay. So, Alex, I have two in-depth options. I have the love spread, and then I have just a freestyle. Whatever comes through, comes through. Did you have a preference? Okay, so I think a freestyle would probably be good just to see what comes through. Hey, Crow's Nest, that sounds great, girl. All right. Love reading with R. Love reading with R. Okay. So the one mutual thing that I can see in this connection is that you both have a lot of attraction for one another. Um, it feels like to me that there might be a feeling of like things are not quite equal effort. Um, I see on his side of things the way he's viewing you, the Eight of Pentacles, and I see the way you're on the way you're viewing him as the Six of Wands. So to me it feels like okay, Crow's Nest, that sounds good. It feels like maybe there's someone's feeling more appreciated than the other and one person's putting in more effort than the other person is. If that resonates with you, Alex, I would love to know because it will help me determine how I'm going to do the rest of this reading for you. I see I see with the Knight of Wands that someone and it might be him, but it is the position of how he views you. So it could be vice versa. It feels like I'm just gonna say him. It feels like he is kind of impulsive. He likes to kind of live how he's feeling in the moment, moment to moment. I don't really see him being the type of person that really likes to like set some roots down in one place. He kind of likes just live by the moment and be very present. I see maybe your desire to look or to have more appreciation by him. Maybe you're looking for him to tell you more about what he thinks of you, and maybe help you understand where you stand in his mind when it comes to your connection. There's been no contact. Crow's Nest, you will be next after this reading, okay? I'll put you next in line. Um, I feel like maybe you worry at times if this is ever going to be something substantial. So we're going to look into his intentions. Because I have the Tower here and it feels like nothing is working out. And it could be making you a little bit more guarded, actually, when it comes to him, potentially. Um, because the Queen of Swords is someone who like doesn't know if they can trust that person anymore, doesn't know if they can really trust what they say or trust that they're going to follow through. Knight of Wands can be kind of like a flaky type of personality, someone who doesn't do what they say they're going to do, just kind of like I said, kind of live moment to moment, do what they want, what feels right. The Two of Wands is also here, which indicates that in his mind, when it comes to you, is indecision. We have indecision, delays, postponements. Um, and with the Eight of Pentacles, it's showing me that maybe he's viewing the connection as like it would require a lot of effort from him that maybe he's not ready to apply, because the Eight of Pentacles talks about like working hard, and to him maybe it feels like more effort than he would be willing to put forth. What are his intentions, please? What are his intentions? So funny, because I was saying he just lives by his intuition. He just lives day to day how he feels in the moment. And it says the path may not be clear, but my intuition lights the way. So when it comes to you, he's saying, I haven't made a decision. He's saying, I don't know what I want here. I know you want an answer. Maybe you're looking for that, but I don't know if I can give that to you because I don't really know. My feelings change from day to day. And I feel here with the moon, Alex, there's a lot hidden that he doesn't talk to you about. I keep getting messages of delays, 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 delays. Patience are needed. He's following his intuition. He's not ready to jump into this connection with you. The Page of Swords makes me feel like he is curious about you. I think maybe because there hasn't been any contact right now, that maybe he's curious what you're up to, kind of wants to know what's going on with you. So that does indicate that he still thinks about you and that you're still something that he wonders about. What are his true deep feelings for Alex? What are his true deep feelings? What are his true deep feelings for His true deep feelings for Alex? You have a lot of great cards here. True deep feelings. Wow. Wow. Wow, I was not expecting that. We have the Empress and the Emperor coming out in the same reading, and that is very rare when that happens. I always make a big deal about it because the Emperor and the Empress is like the ultimate perfect match. So, according to him, he perceives your connection as being ideal. He's saying you're the ideal person for him. Um, you are, I guess, what he is looking for or what he wants. So, what that tells me is that he sees you for all that you are and the fact that you are what he wants. the fact that he's not doing anything about it makes me feel like there's something else going on that is keeping him from making himself available to you. A lot of the times, I would say 9 times out of 10, that has to do with his own shit that he's dealing with that would stop him from wanting to further this connection at this time. But I am seeing and what I am hearing is that when he thinks about his perfect future, he thinks about a life partner. It's you. You are the ideal person to him. You are what he's looking for. And I think maybe he doesn't necessarily feel like he's in a place to be your perfect match. Definitely keeping these feelings to himself is what I'm seeing with the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to look into what the block is here. Crow's Nest, if you want to get your questions started, you can if you'd like. What is the block in this connection? What is the block in this connection? So they're showing me Four of Swords. This is a mental situation here. A mental block. Four of Swords is indicating that he needs basically time and space to gather his thoughts and work through his stuff. Four of Swords has to do with like mental overload, feeling overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, depressed. Sometimes they can talk about like healing, maybe requiring in extreme cases, not necessarily his, or I'm referring to R as a him, so if I'm wrong in that, I'm sorry. I'm just going with what I think. So, R, I feel like in very extreme cases, but maybe not applying to R specifically, this card does talk about like rehab, therapy, hospitalization. So I'm thinking that there's something going on mentally with him. Yes, thank you. Thank you for confirming that. Where he's going to have to work through this. And this is the block. He is the block. I'm not seeing any other situations going on. He is creating that distance between you guys, unfortunately. And then just to finish out your reading, I'm going to ask if there will be any communication in the near future for you guys. Will there be any communication in the near future between Alex and R, please? Um, all right. So, Alex, I'm getting not you won't hear from him in the near future, but you will hear from him this year. I specifically asked when, and I got the Five of Wands, which is July 22nd to August 1st, is my best guess. Now, it could be sooner because Five of Wands to me in tarot timing also can indicate 5 days to 5 weeks. 5 weeks from now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, June 30th. So that timeline could be pushed up as well. It's very possible that that would be a sooner conversation that would happen. But this is going to be up to him But my general timing for this, I guess, reconnection or conversation to happen would be over the summer, closer to like July 22nd to August 1st. Thank you, Alex. You're welcome, girl. All right, got your first question. What is coming in love for me in the near future? First question. Alex, have a great day. Thank you for your donation. Also, hello, ma'am. Hello. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing good too. Trying to figure out before I get started what I'm doing here. If I'm gonna do a last call or hang out a little longer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a last call, guys. I was here for 6.5 hours yesterday, so I think I need to go a little lighter today. All right, shuffling for Crow's Nest. Jessica. I still feel this marriage person coming in for you, and something feels familiar or resonating that I've told you before that you've got a husband coming your way. And I'm seeing that here. The Lovers and the King of Wands just came out. I feel like since you're a natural Leo, we are going to get natural Leo energy here. But that person might be a Leo. If it comes up so many times, it might be the thing. The Lovers, as usual, is Gemini energy. Um, I feel. Oh, hey, Jasmine. Okay, I'll add you to the list, girl. Don't worry, I won't forget you. Um, this is someone who is and it's at the beginning of your reading too, so keep that in mind that it's probably not that far off. It's something that's going to happen pretty quickly. Whenever I pull cards, I always pay attention to the placement of where these cards land because it sometimes can tell me a story. A lot of the times when I see it towards the beginning of the reading, it indicates that that's going to be coming in very soon for you, almost like what's next or what's next to happen. The King of Wands is like a leadership dude. Like, I'm getting business owner or maybe an entrepreneurial heart, but while he's doing that, he's working in the corporate world. Maybe now sometimes when I get the King of Wands too, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have their own business. I just think it's a very popular thing to have these days, but I think that it could also indicate that he's working up the ladder as well, and making waves and getting promotions and things like that. Jasmine, I got your donations, both of them. Both of them are here. So we can talk about that in just a second. So this is someone who heavily feels it's important to be as independent as possible. I'm getting that this person is very, very smart with their money. And I think that they are always looking for the next best way to do income producing activities. I think that he is interested in multiple streams of income. For some reason, I'm getting like success, but more than that, financial independence is very, very important to this person that's coming your way. Do I still do sexy reads? I do, in a sense that I have offered them in the past, and I would be open to doing another live stream like that again. I just haven't had enough like demand for it, I guess. Nobody's really asked me about it lately, so I haven't been doing them. And so I think that if a lot of maybe I should do like a poll, maybe I can do like a sexy reading night if anybody is interested in that. I can see if there's a demand for it again. But yeah, I love being a businessman. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling with this person's energy. And for some reason, red is just coming in very strongly, like lots of passion with this person. I think that this person speaks with such confidence and such confirmation that they could probably persuade anyone to do anything and believe in what it is that they have to say because they have such conviction. And maybe even like public speaking would be good for them. They're just very, very inspirational. I think this is new to you in this life. Yes. I do believe in past lives. I don't believe that like every single person on this earth has been reincarnated before, but I think past lives is a thing. And I think that this person is new to you in this life. And the reason why I word it that way is because the Lovers is here. It's a very connected type of energy and soul relationship that it makes me feel like you guys did make an agreement before coming onto this into this life experience. You made an agreement together to find one another. So that's why I word it the way that I do, but it does feel new to you in this life. Another message that I'm getting, which doesn't necessarily have to do with you and love per se, but I feel like you have a lot of people who are jealous of you. The Nine of Swords, and I don't really tell many people this, but it's like, because I have the Nine of Swords, and while you have the typical explanations of like worrying about your love life and wondering if you're going to find your person and all of that stuff, the one thing that's really like highlighted to me in this reading is that the subject of gossip, that specific phrase. And not that there's anything for you to worry about, but maybe this is something that would validate you, or your feelings, as if you feel like more people judge you, and have opinions about you rather than actually getting to know you. Again, I know that's not about your love reading, but I'm wondering if maybe there's been a lot of people that have been invested in your relationships that shouldn't have really had an opinion. And maybe this is just a message to say that once you find this person, keep it private. Just move in private. Like, protect your sacred relationship, protect the energy. Um, Diamond Girl, yes, that is my old name. If you're worried at all about that, let me just post the link in the chat to ease your mind. Hold on. The link tree in my description, oh, has all of my Cash App information, but I am Amanda Perez on Cash App. That was my maiden name. You said you've had a lot of people like that. Okay, so I'm trying to connect on how that would be as far as like connecting to your love connection. And maybe it's indicating that it's important for you to protect your relationship from that kind of energy. Really only keep the people in your life, or a part of your relationship that are fully in support of it, and just be watchful of that. Don't share too much of your love life with the public, I would say. There's some people out there that literally put their whole relationship on display. They literally become like famous for having a relationship on camera. And I think that that would not be good for you in your connection. You're welcome, Diamond. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close the list as I'm working through Crow's Nest reading. I have Jasmine on here, and I also have Diamond's reading as well. So I will update the list in just a second. This connection that you have with this person, very, very well balanced. Two of Pentacles indicates that you guys are very, very resilient and very resourceful and tactful in your connection. It makes me feel like you guys really team up, and where maybe you're not so experienced, he is, and vice versa. This is a really good relationship to try to build, like a person to try to build a life with, is where your weaknesses are, is where their strengths are, and vice versa, because nothing can stop you guys. You guys are very unstoppable in a connection. I notice that a lot actually with me and my husband. Like if we're, for example, like building a piece of furniture, he has a way to approach it and I have a way to approach it. And if he gets stuck somewhere and he's like, wait, what am I doing here? Then I come in and I can help him. Or like if I'm stuck, he can come in with a different way to look at it and we get it done. Like we whatever it is we're doing, we like have the exact opposite experience, understanding, and knowledge, and somehow we just make a really great team. So I think that that's kind of what I'm picking up for you and this person, is that wherever you're unsure or you're not experienced enough, this person's going to come in and be like, don't worry babe, I got it, like I know what I'm doing here, and that's going to make you feel great. And it's also going to make you feel great too, because where he's missing stuff, you're going to be like, no, it's okay. I've done this before. I can take care of it. And that feels so good. That's such a good connection, just well balanced. It the card also indicates to me that the connection feels very easily adjusted. Like there's not much of an adjustment period that's going to be required for you guys. Like say for example, when you move in together, things are just easy, simple, seamless. It's like you've been living together your whole lives. Like you know how each other works. Nothing that they do surprises you. It's just like Cool. And I know that sometimes it does require a lot of getting to know one another and figuring each other's quirks out and things like that. Um, but I think for you guys, it's just pretty seamless, pretty simple. You, well, no, I think this is him. It could be you, but I think this is him. He's a very curious person. So he likes learning, he likes knowledge. He's the type of person that's going to be like reading, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, maybe trying to take classes to continue his growth and education. He just loves it. I have the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. That's you too? Okay, good. Because I was like, no, wait. I think it's him. I don't know. I'm going to say it's him. Um, like when he hears about a certain subject, he has to like learn everything there is to know about it. There's a lot of heavy Gemini energy in here, and I will say Leo and Gemini go together like gangbusters. I speak from experience. So I feel like it's really great because he's able to kind of dive into that inspiration that he has. He does not like to grow complacent and stagnant. It's like probably his worst nightmare to grow complacent and stagnant. I also see the Queen of Wands here, more Leo energy. God, you literally just have Leo and Gemini energy in this reading. This is wild. A little bit of Capricorn. A little bit of Capricorn. Maybe, yeah, maybe he'll have a Gemini moon or rising. He might have like other heavy Gemini placement as well. But I'm getting like ambitious, innovative, and passionate and inspiring are like the main words that I would say. The bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So earlier I was talking about how this person will probably be coming in soon for you. And I'm seeing that again confirmed with the underlying energy of the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands also talks about things that are coming in when you least expect it. Even when you're not looking. It's like someone that you meet and they just kind of come out of nowhere. And like, where did you come from? So there's that. I would bet money this is coming this year for you. That's my guess. This is on the way to you. They FedExed him. He's he's FedExed and he's in the mail for you. And it's just a matter of when he's gonna arrive. Too bad you can't track him, huh? Love it, love it. Hope it's soon. I don't know how I'll meet them. I never get out, but on online dating apps. Well, Crow's Nest, I do have a way of looking at your chart. I have a way to figure out according to your astrological chart, like your birth chart. I have a way to look at when you will most likely meet your life partner and give examples of where those places will be. So if you're ever interested in that, it's a very brief reading that I do. I send you like a typed like message with that information. So if you're ever interested in that, let me know. You can email me. It's really just, I just charge for my time to find this information for you. So just donate what you feel would be fair, but it's basically just like a couple of sentences with like explanations of where you'll meet this person and da 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 da. I plan on adding it in at some point to what I offer. I'm actually building my website right now, so if you want to wait till then, you can as well. I was charging $10 for that, so if that sounds fair to you, then we can do that. And I can work on that after the live stream and get that sent over to you if you'd like. The only reason I don't do them on lives is just because they do take some time. But it will be something that I'm going to be adding to my website once I can get that up and running. You're welcome. Absolutely. So just email me, lunaaffinity@yahoo.com. And if you're interested, when you are, you can just send the money over. And then what I need from you is your date of birth, your time of birth, and your location of birth, because I need to be able to pull up your full chart. So hopefully you have all that information. Okay, let's take a look here. And let me update the donation list as well, just so everyone can see where they are. Is Lala in the chat? Lala is next. Yep. That's all I need. I would love to offer more astrology readings, so that's something that I'll probably be putting together. I have a lot of plans for my what I'm going to be offering. It's just a matter of getting that done, you know, finding the time in the day to get it all done. Okay, that is my list. That is the order that I have. If anyone chooses to skip the line, let me know in the chat as soon as possible so that I can move you up on the list. I am working on Crow's Nest right now. Next up, we'll have Lala, then Jasmine, then Diamond, and that will be the end of my list for the night. Aesthetic Delta. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. It's something that I worked out, geez, probably a couple of months ago, maybe even longer than that. I think I was doing it before my wedding, actually, so it might even be a year ago. That's my email. So if you're interested, just let me know. And whenever I get that payment, I'll just say $10 for now. It'll probably be more expensive, honestly, later on. But because it's not something I officially offer, I'm just going to do it for cheap. But really, all I'm asking is for time, um, reimbursement for the time spent on looking it up. All right, what's going on with Chris in regards to me? Any action? Chris is a Leo. Past person, no contacts. I tried reaching out and no replies. Thank you, Luna. Get those likes up, Luna. I really resonate with you. And I'm learning a lot about tarot interpretation as well. Oh my God. That is like one of the biggest compliments you could ever give to me. Wow, that's not really something I hear very often. Thank you for saying that. I love teaching tarot. And I love helping people understand there's a different way to read it. And I truly believe that every single person has their own rhythm and their own tone and their own their own qualities that they bring to a reading. So that's really special to me. Thank you for saying that. Okay. So, what is going on with Chris? Well, first of all, Crow's Nest, I know you're looking for action. So let me look into that first before anything else. What actions is Chris, the Leo, planning on taking towards Crow's Nest, Jessica? Wow, that's not a card you like to see. I have the Tower as the first card out. What is going on with Chris? What action does he plan on taking with Crow's Nest? What action does he plan on taking with Crow's Nest? Yeah, we're gonna see what the surrounding cards are. Surrounding cards are a little bit better. And honestly, I don't look at the tower as something bad. I want to say it's not the card you want to see, but it's not, it does come with positive things. So the tower to me is kind of representing his desire to just surrender, to not try to force anything with you, not try to make something happen. Now, that is a more reserved, dormant type of energy, telling me that the action he intends to take towards you is nothing right now. But the things about lying dormant is that typically they do come to the surface. They do resurface, they do resume. And so to me, this conversation he's saying is on the back burner, but I do plan to revisit it. I do plan on communicating with you again. Right, but it's all good. Yeah. I mean, and not only that, but it is the first card out. So this could be just the energy that you guys have been in is the tower. So I feel like he does have this like he has this intention, and maybe it's just a deal that he's made with himself when it comes to you and you just don't know about it. But he is saying, I do plan on talking to her again. I just don't know when, but I do plan on communicating with her. So there's that. The reason why I feel that way is because I have the Two of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. And the Two of Wands says future, and the Ace of Pentacles says, I'm going to offer something to you. I'm going to extend an olive branch. I'm going to give you my time or have a conversation with you, something along those lines that feels very tangible and like based in reality. The Three of Pentacles indicates that he's looking for maybe some type of common ground, some type of potentially compromise. Now, I'm not sure if there was like a blow up, if something happened between you guys, or if this was like a ghosting situation, or really what went down. And I don't need to know necessarily, but I feel like he's saying that I want to revisit this and I want to see if maybe we can make some changes, some tweaks, adjustments, maybe. Okay, he ghosted you. Yeah. I feel like he's definitely feeling like he's going to come back around. I feel like this is the part that like kind of, and I have to like take my own opinion out of it, is that I feel like when he comes back around, he's going to want to act like everything is fine. Like he's not going to want to necessarily address right away what he did. There's not really a lot of accountability because the Three of Pentacles talks about compromise. I mentioned that before. That feels like I want to come in peace and I don't want to hear your shit. Like I just want us to just talk again and try to at least in the beginning, like I feel like he's almost going to come back nonchalantly, like he didn't just like leave your life. Um the Three of Pentacles is like friendship, getting along, no drama, just working together, being on good terms, compromise, so on and so forth. Now, there may be things that maybe he just didn't feel like you guys were on the same page about that he might want to address at some point. But this just kind of feels almost like I'm going to come back around, but I don't really want to hear about how I haven't been here. I think that he'll address it a little bit. I think he'll say he's been really busy with blah, 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 blah. But I don't think it's going to be a satisfactory excuse for you, to be honest. But I think you might want to hear him out and hear what it is that he has to say. I do see you here as the Seven of Wands, just kind of taking what he says with a grain of salt, just being maybe more observant this time around. Ghosted me after he had reached out on his own accord. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel this is what's tough about these types of people is that where's the accountability? That's I guess what I have a problem with. Um, when is he going to communicate with her? When is he going to communicate with her? They're saying that he should have already reached out to you at this point. So, whenever I get because I got the Three of Wands, whenever I get this card, it indicates to me, like if a time has already passed and I'm getting this card, for example, it indicates to me that he already has made the decision to contact you. He has already thought about this and he's just procrastinating because if it was supposed to happen like last month, that's what I'm getting. That indicates to me that he had that thought. He might have even typed the message and then deleted it, or something came up and he changed his mind. So essentially, your conversation with him is in limbo right now. It's something that should have already happened and should have been addressed with you at this point. He should have already communicated. So, with the Three of Wands, it does indicate to me it could be 3 days to 3 weeks time that you would hear from him. But at the same time, it may even be like different than that because this is something he should have already done or he already planned on doing and then like put a pin in it. No accountability. Yeah, that makes me mad. It's selfish. And that's why I said I like to remove my ego from it and just try to like stay as objective as possible. But I will say, Crow's Nest, I have dealt with someone very similarly that kind of just like came and went. And I was hella confused about what, like, I was like, oh, I thought we were done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of just disappeared on me and I kind of moved on. Um, and then it was like, hey, how have you been? Da da da. And I'm like, did you not forget that you basically like left me high and dry? Or am I delusional? And I feel like at the beginning, I would let that shit happen. And then eventually I was like, no, you can't just keep coming back like that. That's not, that's not okay. So that's the tricky part, Crow's Nest, is that people can. James, yeah, I can do a reading for you. I'll add you to the list. My list is technically closed, but I can do that for you, James. But you'll be my last one of the night. Um, that's the thing about these people is that it's not that I don't think that they have feelings for you or that they don't care about you, but they care more about having access to you than anything. You're welcome, James. The Six of Cups and the Two of Cups here indicating his feelings tell me that he likes your company. He likes being around you. He is just maybe a little bit more inconsiderate and maybe more self-centered. I have the Magician here than what you deserve, and he's not living up to. Yeah, no, I 100% think he has feelings, Krosnos. I have Six of Cups, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups here. There are definitely feelings there, but I think, and I'll let men speak for this, but I think at times when, and I'll just say people, maybe not just men, people in general, if they're not ready to address those feelings and they're in denial about those feelings, then they tend to flight. It is confusing. It's hella confusing. But I think that's why, as readers, people will say, it's be clear about what are their feelings versus what are their actions. Feelings, intentions, and actions can be three different things. Someone can feel in love with you and intent on communicating with you, but their actions showing that they're not. So it's very, very different. And I think that feelings are complex, and I think that some people are scared of their feelings or they're in denial of their feelings. They don't want to feel. And it doesn't mean this person doesn't have feelings for you, doesn't have strong feelings for you. I would 100% bet that this person is like, yeah, she's my ideal girl. But people are scared of that shit though. Like if they're unhealed, they're scared of that. Um, and I'm so sorry. I know that it's confusing. It's confusing for me. It was confusing when I went through it, and it wasn't until I met someone that did what they said and said what they did and followed through and wasn't flaky, um, and like consistent and showed up for me and went out of their way. Like, I was like, you know what? Maybe that was real. Maybe I did have feelings for that person. They did have feelings for me, but they weren't enough of a person to be with someone like me. And that was a hard pill to swallow. But when you meet the person that is, that just makes it easy for you. It's like, why did I even waste my time? Hey Lala, you're next, girl. You can post your question whenever you're ready. James just donated. So, Crow's Nest. That is what I have for you, and I know like that's such a shitty situation. Trust me, I empathize with that. And it's hard because a lot of the times you won't ever get the closure. But I will tell you, Crow's Nest, that when I met my person, my Chris came back around. And I had to decide between what was familiar and what I knew and what I never got closure on, or trying something completely new. And I got to be the one to end it once and for all. And I said, I'm sorry, you had your chance. I've met someone new and I really want to see how this plays out. And that person became my husband. So sometimes you will get your justice. And I did. And I can give you comfort to let you know that might happen to you as well. You're welcome. Um, so Crow's Nest, hopefully you have my email there and you're very welcome. Yeah, definitely someone better coming along. I know it was crazy. It was a hard, believe it or not, it was kind of a hard choice because you're like, okay, I met someone amazing, but I barely know them and I don't know where this is going to go versus someone who I already had an established connection with, but nothing ever came of it. And I never got closure from it. What do I do? And I just trusted my gut. I just was like, you know what? The universe is testing me right now, and I'm going to go with the better thing that I've been asking for. And thank God I did. Thank God is all I have to say. Okay, so let me update the donation list now, and we're just going to keep rolling through. Thank you, Jessica. That's beautiful. Well, thank you so much. I will send that donation and email now. Christmas, that sounds good. When I'm done with this live stream, I'll get started on that for you and send you an email back, okay? All right, James. So I have your question. I will call on you when it's your turn. And if you're here, great. If not, we'll timestamp for you, okay? All right. So thanks, Jessica. Okay. So Lala says the combo went as bad as I thought. He's sick of my dramatic ass. Oh my God. Um, Lala, what what are we doing for you? Okay. Um, wow. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm glad that you're approaching it with humor, but I also know like you're kind of feeling like this, and I just sent the emoji. I'm sure you're like laughing, but also like, oh, on the inside. Um, we'll look into it for you. I do remember yesterday doing that day by day where it was like he might be a bit shut down today, following this conversation, but We kind of knew that already. So I'm going to shuffle here and see what we've got. After Lala, we have Jasmine, then we have Diamond, then we have James. And that is where I'm going to have to leave it for the night. I did work 6.5 hours yesterday on here. And so I got to cut it. I got to cut it just a little bit. I don't want to cut people off, but I need to reserve my energy just a little bit. All right, Lala, shuffling for you now. All right. How does Gideon feel after the conversation tonight with Lala? James, that sounds good. I will timestamp you if you're not here. And sounds like you most likely won't be. How does Gideon feel after the conversation tonight? He basically fills up all the answers I need. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm trying tomorrow to talk to my therapist. Oh. So I have that he may have approached this conversation on the more stoic or unemotional side, or maybe this is how it ended. It was just very like still-faced, because I have the King of Swords, and so this talks about like choosing or making decisions with your head over your heart. So if you were feeling more emotional, I would say he was like kind of the opposite. He might have been not emotional. He might have been more analytical minded or logical minded. And if you were having like your feelings about it, he might have just been more stoic as an understatement. That's exactly how he approached it. So it's probably safe to say that if you were having feelings about it or you were showing physical emotion, was he not comforting to you? Because I'm kind of getting like not a very nurturing energy from him. He's just kind of in his like strength in his silence, and just kind of, I don't know, I'm almost getting he might have even been quiet or silent, just like not, but just reserved, like not really showing any emotion. You're going to eat carbs to feel better. Do it, girl. It's saying that he's here wanting to make balanced judgments. He does not want to think about this emotionally, but this could be his personality, Lala, and maybe it could also be his personality plus the history of you guys between the two of you. But it could also indicate that if he lets himself feel the weight of this pressure, that he will completely fall apart. And so maybe this was his way of just trying to keep his composure and not become like this big mess. Letting you feel your emotions and have your feelings about it. Maybe he felt like he had to be the composed and assured one. I'm sure for you, you would prefer, you would have preferred more empathy from him. Nope, not at all. Then he looks at me like, what's wrong? Oh. Yeah, he might just be soft on the inside. Like that's what I'm kind of getting is like if I feel my feelings about everything that I'm under right now, all the pressure I'm under right now, between you, my family, my career, this, and that, like whatever, I feel like he's going to crumble. And so I feel like he just needs to hold it together. That might actually be his position just in general. It might be this archetype that has been actually maybe placed onto him throughout his life as the person who needs to keep it together, the person who needs to be rock solid. And so maybe he doesn't really know any different. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So I have the page of swords and the hangman as far as his energy. He's saying, have patience with me, please. He's saying, just give me a minute. Just wait a damn minute for me, please. Just let me have a second to like process this. Page of Swords indicates like delayed news and patience needed. Maybe you feel like you're not getting the information that you need. Um, and he's saying he feels very confined. He is losing he's having self-limiting confidence within himself. He's feeling uncertain. He's feeling a lack of direction. Maybe he's saying, I can't give you all the answers because I don't even know myself. That what I can give to you is what I do know, and that's all I know. So I think he's here taking a beat after the conversation. He's saying, like, I can only tell you what I know when I know it. Um, I don't think he likes seeing you be so upset. I really don't. I think that it gets to him. But like I said, I think that there's that threshold that he's only got but so much more weight that can be applied before the complete collapse. And so I feel like for him, he's like, I care about her and I have love for her and I don't want her to be upset. But at the same time, this is not just about her. This is also about me and this is also about this and whatever. And I feel like he's saying like I have to try to figure out like so anyways, I don't think he's looking at you as being dramatic at all. I think that he when you say dramatic, I know you're kind of joking, but I wonder if maybe you wonder that or you feel like, you know, you're just too much and too dramatic or whatever, but you're not. Um, I feel like for him, there's not a single thing that you said that he doesn't understand. And I wish he would be more vocal with you about that. I wish he would tell you. He called you dramatic. Oh my God. He's maybe that's his way of coping. Maybe that's his way of trying to make this seem like less intense and less serious than what it is. And it's maybe his way of like skating or gracing over the fact that this is a very delicate and maybe even frustrating and stressful situation. But he doesn't mean it in um, a bad way. Like he did when he says dramatic, he's just like I think it's kind of poking fun and trying to make light of a situation that's very serious and very intense. Um, and so even if he says it where it sounds serious, I don't think he means it in a bad way. Yeah, don't take it personally. He hears you. He hears everything that you said tonight, and I think he's taking it to heart. And I think maybe in the moment he wasn't able to really give back to you, but I think that it will slowly start to absorb through tonight and the rest of the week. I just think that he's feeling incredibly defeated as well. And sometimes when your cup isn't full, it's hard to be that for someone else. You're pretty dramatic. You're a Sag. Oh my God. My nephew is a Sag, and that is probably the first Sag that I feel like I've been really, really, really close to. And I get it. I will. I do get that. But at the same time, he's dramatic. It's like you guys are dramatic about like interesting things that are not typically what you'd be dramatic about. It's all for the effect, right? It's all for the drama of who's watching kind of thing. Like my nephew loves an audience. He loves making people laugh. You know, he if he can make a spectacle of something, he's going to, because he just loves to be entertaining to other people. He's gonna have a drink on you tonight. Oh my god. Lots of swords in this reading. King of Swords, Page of Swords, Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords. But while he's processing, while he feels restricted, while he feels a bit defeated and confined, this is a beautiful ending. It does indicate like he's still holding on to the hope that you guys will be able to work it out. There's so I don't think he left this conversation feeling doubt of your relationship. Maybe he just needs a minute, but I don't think that he left having this feeling of this is over. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't think that he really ever gets that feeling with you. I think even if things got scary close to that, I still think he would have this feeling of faith in your relationship. So, my advice would be just let him process, let him have his time. We had a very shut down energy for today, and that's kind of what we were picking up on. So, I think that's kind of how this is going to play out. You know how to lure the crowd. You put him in his head. Yeah, my nephew will do anything for an audience. He's so funny. Yes, exactly. You know what to do. And I think it's good too for you guys to take a little bit of a break as far as like conversation. Take a break in that conversation. Hey, Jasmine. We're about to get started. And do your thing, girl. Like you said, eat some carbs, enjoy your night. I have faith in your connection. It's a strong bond, and I feel like you guys are going to be able to work through this. I think it's more the uncertainty of it all that's really got everyone in their feels. So, try to have faith, give it out to the universe, and you guys will be able to revisit this and little by little, like figure it out together. Thank you, Lala. Try to enjoy the rest of your night if you can. Can I do another automatic writing? Yeah, I mean, I can do what I can do. I can see what comes through because I basically do a channeling where I just like see what's there. Now, as I like to tell people, when we do things back to back like that, the energy might not change that much. So there might be some repeating messages, but if there's anything new or any other details that I can pull, I will. I just never know how it's going to go until I start doing it. So if that sounds good to you, then I can get started on that for you for sure. Okay, so you said, actually, can you do one for D? This person's in my past that comes up heavily. I still have feelings for him. Yep, I'll do one for D. Absolutely. I am going to update the donation list really quickly, just so everyone knows where they are. D is a Scorpio. Okay. All right, Jasmine, let's see what's going on with D. Okay, Jasmine. Sure. All right, I am getting in the mode of channeling this person for you now. Just a reminder for everyone that's hanging out, my lists are closed at the moment. I don't think that I will be opening it back up, but we'll see. We are working on Jasmine right now. Channel message for her. The chat will be quiet, but I am here monitoring the chat. If you have a question, just let me know. I think while people are waiting, I'm just gonna turn the music up a little bit while I do this, just so it's not like dead silent. Jasmine, I actually had the almost like the urge to ask you if this person was still living. Um, and like, are they still Earthside? Because I'm not a medium, but sometimes I get like these feelings and I'm like, is this person still alive? But I believe that they are. Um, I just feel like it's like the way that he was talking almost felt like like maybe the relationship has like passed on. Like I don't know how to explain it. Um, it's a very beautiful message, but very bittersweet. So let me read it to you. So he says, I appreciate our connection. I feel like maybe there wasn't enough here to be sustainable. It seemed we were on different paths, and I never wanted to be someone who made your life worse or harder. I guess maybe things just came to a natural end for our connection. It doesn't mean that I don't still think of you from time to time, because to be clear, I do. I often wonder if you feel that you got your closure from us, because sometimes it feels incomplete to me. But at the same time, in a lot of ways, I think that things ended how they needed to. I hope that when you think of me, it's good memories. I do believe we were soulmates. Though sometimes people can't stay in our lives forever, they are just there for a season. And I think that's what we were to each other. But I do feel like I learned from our connection and it's made me better for it. I want you to live your life and share that beautiful smile and find your happiness. Don't carry the weight of our connection anymore. It's okay to let me go. I know. I know. I'm sorry. When I was almost done and you said I think it's going to be a painful one, I was like, how did she know? Yeah, so I was like, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. It's just it was like an interesting question to think. And maybe that's just like paying respect to the fact that the relationship is truly over. It's buried and done. And maybe that was like that feeling of passing on or something. He's still living. I was like, yeah. Well, that's why I didn't ask you. That's why. Because I was like, no, he has to still be alive. Because I don't do mediumship and I don't advertise it. I am a developing medium, but I have a long, 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 long way to go. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna ask that question. But it was just interesting because it was like the way that he was wording things. I was like, it's very final. Very final. Um, yeah, so that's what I've got for you, Jasmine. Thank you for letting me channel for you and trusting me with your energy to do that. Diamonds, I have you down for a mini reading. You're welcome, Jasmine. All right, Diamond, I am about to shuffle for you right now. You're welcome. So Diamond, I feel like you're going through this like metamorphosis of self-love at the moment, and that is actually what you have really needed and really craved. And I feel like, um, you know, depending on where you are in that self-love journey, maybe you've always felt like you've always loved yourself, but that's just deepening and strengthening, and you're getting more confident and self-assured. Um, over time. And I feel like it's very important because it will set the precedent of what it is that you will accept in a relationship and what you will not. I see that you are manifesting actually someone in particular. Have you been doing any like visualizations or writing down qualities or speaking out loud of qualities that you were looking for in someone? I feel like there's specific manifestation that's going on at the moment, where you're gathering your thoughts and speaking of the type of person that you want to come in for you. Now, I do feel like this person that you're calling in for you is a soulmate in particular. We have a lot of different soul ties, soul family, soul bonds. But in particular, this is a soulmate, mostly in your mind. So I have here, soulmate to me indicates true love. It indicates your perfect complement, your perfect counterpart. And I feel like that is what you're calling in for you next. These are someone that you're going to share true, deep romantic feelings for. So this is a very pure, a very unconditional love. It's the way that you need to be loved, and it's someone that you're going to want to spend the rest of your life with. We don't want karmic relationships. We don't want twin flames. We don't want to learn any more lessons. We just want that easy, soft, gentle, true love. Now they are talking about a little bit here how sometimes your responsibilities can get in the way of you putting yourself out there. However that resonates for you, sometimes it says that you can prioritize your responsibilities first. And I really feel like you're working your way into a time where your love life needs to come first. It's very, very imperative that you allow yourself to get out there, do things that are going to help you meet this person that you're looking for. Now, some advice here is to think about the type of person that you want to meet and then go to the places where you would meet them. So for example, if you don't want someone who's going to the clubs all the time, don't go to a club to meet them. If you don't want someone who drinks a lot, don't go to a bar to meet them. If you want someone who is dedicated in physical fitness, go to the gym to meet them. Think about the type of person that you want to be with, and then try to go to those places that they would be. Because if you go to places that are not in alignment with what you're looking for, you're not going to find it. You're not going to find what you're looking for. What else can I tell Diamond Girl here, please? I'm hearing marriage. I'm seeing a ring actually for you. So hopefully you're into marriage, because that is what I've got for you. What else? So one of the qualities of this relationship that I'm picking up on is that this is like a best friend for you. A lot of times, like, I feel like this is someone who you can hang out with, who you basically choose this person first. Like, I hear almost like this person going, Diamond is my favorite. Diamond is my favorite person. Like, you are the person that they choose to spend all their time with, and vice versa. It's like, that's my partner, that's my person. And then it's like, no matter what you're doing, you're having a good time. You enjoy spending time with one another. We have that self-love coming back through again. And now that we're talking about your partner, I'm starting to wonder if this person really helps you clear your energy of the past. I think that this person might come through with a lot of reassurance and encouragement for you as well, to love yourself more. So maybe like some of the love languages are very tangible. So I'm getting like words of affirmation, hyping you up, telling you how amazing you are, how beautiful you are. And then I'm getting like physical touch too, because I feel like there's something about this person that makes you feel really good. Like, this person makes you feel seen and loved and attractive inside and out. And I feel like there's things that they do that make you feel irresistible to them. Anything else? Anything else? So they're talking, okay, I knew it. I knew I saw a ring. I have proposal here. Your romance is about to evolve and level up, and I have proposal. And then the last card here that I have is fearless love. Fearless love. This is a really beautiful picture. A courage to leap into the unknown. So I think that it's time to step out a little bit out of your comfort zone. Maybe do something you haven't done before. Get yourself out there. And see if you can find them. Let's see. I'm going to get a timing for you and see if I can figure out a little bit more specifically when you should be expecting to come in contact with this person. But I need that. Yeah. All right. When can she expect to meet this person? Oh, wow. All right, first of all, I really love 10 of Pentacles. That's what you have. And I'll explain why I like that card in just a second. Is this year, please? Is this year? This is talking about an unexpected meeting. So I feel like this is something that you're going to get yourself out there, but I feel like when this happens, it's like gonna completely kind of surprise you. It's gonna come out of left field. I don't think that there's little things here they're showing me with the Four of Pentacles that your spiritual team is saying, I don't want her to know everything, don't tell her everything. So Four of Pentacles is saying there's some things we're keeping to ourselves. Some things are going to be a surprise to her when this happens. But the 10 of Pentacles here indicates to me that this is your life partner for fact. 10 of Pentacles is like that person that feels like home. It's the person that's there holding your hand at the end of life. It's that person that you meet up with when you pass on and get to the other side. Like, we're talking like true soulmate. And the Ten of Pentacles talks about like this enduring and long lasting love that you're going to have for the rest of your life till death do you part. So that's why I really love the Ten of Pentacles as a confirmation. Now, I did ask if it's going to happen this year, and I did get a yes. The best thing that I can tell you as far as timing is that it's probably going to happen sometime around September of this year. That is my best guess, but again, keep in mind they are saying that there's some things they don't want you to know. So I can't get all of that information, but that is as specific as I can get for you. So that is what I have, Diamond. Thank you so much. I feel it for you. I really, really do. Just feel it in your heart. Do more manifesting, like writing down what you want him to look like, what his personality is, be as specific as possible. Like, for example, if you like someone who, is like if you have a big gaming family, like everyone plays board games when they get together and stuff like that, and you want them to be into that kind of thing, don't write likes playing games. Specify that they like playing board games, not likes playing games, because playing games could be loosely translated by the universe as a player. So keep in mind, be as specific as you possibly can be. Break it down, girl, break it down. But I think making like a manifestation list is really important. I got my brother on that like 2 years ago, and he still has it in his phone of what he's looking for. It's gonna come to you. I really feel that. I really do. Something you're deserving of. Exactly. All right, so you said you guys do play games. Yeah, so be specific. Say like playing board games with family or something like that. But yeah, that's what I've got for you, Diamond. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed your reading with me. Okay, so next up I have James. I don't think James is here. I need someone who's a little playful in a relationship. So that's where that best friend energy was coming in for you, Diamond. Remember when I said that it doesn't matter what you guys are doing, you're having a good time? That's what I meant. I feel like the energy that I get from this person is literally going to bring me to tears, which is weird because even though I'm clairsentient, I don't typically get emotional during readings, but the love for you is so big. This person. And I feel like after everything that you've been through in life, you're just going to appreciate them so much, because you're going to say, I finally got it. Like maybe another time, another life earlier on, I may not have appreciated someone like them, but I do now. And I feel like this person has so much love for you. So it's really, really beautiful. And I just want you to hold that vision and keep in mind that it's coming for you. You're so welcome. Okay. You've been through a lot since 15. Yeah. Wow. So this is really a long time coming. You're so welcome. Have a good night, Diamond. I hope to see you again. All right, James. I don't think you're here, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm just timestamping you right now so I don't forget. Love option 2 for Jane. What is she giving to the connection? Thoughts, feelings, intentions. Are there any blocks? Overall energy, please. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Diamond. Okay, we'll see ya. Have a good night. Hold on, James. I'm still trying to tap in here. So for what she's giving the connection, I have the Ten of Wands, so I'm a little confused. I'm trying to like dig into this and understand what is going on here. Now this is a really good reading, so I don't want you to get hung up on the Ten of Wands. I'm just trying to figure out, like, is this a distraction? Is she feeling distracted at the moment? Oh, okay. Never mind. I understand what's going on here. So she's saying that she's been under a lot of like pressure and stress recently, and she's just like so happy to show the relationship like fun. She's ready to like loosen up and have a good time. That's what it is. Because Ten of Wands talks about a lot of responsibility, stress, pressure. Maybe she's had a lot on her mind, worried, overwhelmed, etc. And the sun is here indicating to me, like, I just want to put that to the side. I just want to forget about that for a little while and just, like, let loose and enjoy myself. So I feel like that's what she's showing the connection. Thoughts and feelings. So we have the Six of Cups. So there's something about your connection today that made her feel like coming together, reuniting, feeling nostalgic, feeling really good. Like there were a lot of familiar feelings that she had from you that was coming through today. Again, I don't know if you met her family before, so like if you have and it wasn't recent, like it was like, because I know that you guys dated a long time ago, so the kind of like the energy that I'm feeling is like when we were kids. This is what it felt like when we were kids. So I don't know if you've met her family before, but to me it just feels like a coming together. It feels like everyone's getting along, everyone's doing well. So we'll dig more into that because I know that is your second question. But as far as her thoughts and feelings today, just because that's the reading of what we're doing and that's what happened today, she's saying that I really enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed my time with you. It felt like we were able to have fun. There's a lot of imagery. The sun and the Six of Cups indicates like a lot of like childhood themes. So I don't know if maybe she felt like she was able to just kind of forget that she's an adult for a little while, and just kind of just really soak in the like just like letting loose and having fun and forgetting about all the being an adult bullshit that comes along with it. And just kind of feeling free. Kids just feel free. They're not worried about anything. They just are living moment to moment. And I think there's just a lot of that infused in this as well. The Six of Cups indicates she's very comfortable with you today. She was thinking about how nice things feel with you and just very like warm and happy and good vibes overall. It seems like she was just really kind of trying to be flexible, open to anything, adventurous, like, oh, what's the word? Spontaneous. Thank you, Spirit. Spontaneous. Like, it felt like she was really just like open to anything that was going to happen. I think she's really trying to get out of the mindset of feeling like she's maybe missing out, or that she keeps stopping herself, because I have intentions here that she keeps stopping herself, or in the past have wanted to stop herself from like living life to the fullest. For whatever reason, she always has kept that restriction or confinement on herself. And the Four of Cups intention to me feels like she's ready to see what is right in front of her. She's ready to stop trying to put this restriction on herself and stop herself from being happy. So I feel like this is just her saying YOLO, right? You only live once. I'm ready to kind of take the bull by the horns and see what's going on out there. So maybe today, in your connection, she might have felt more lively, more funny, more joking, playful, like just, I don't know, that's the kind of energy, imaginative, that I'm getting. So if that resonates with you, hopefully it does. Just generally, she was feeling like more, her intentions and her feelings were more like loosened up, I guess. Let's see, are there any blocks? I'm getting a no, 10 of Swords and 9 of Swords. Are there any influences? So the influence over your connection right now, no blocks, but the influence over the connection is success, victory, winning, goodwill. This is a really good card to hold on to because I want to dig into this in regards to your next question. Because I'm already getting information right now about your next question. So, sorry, my mind got distracted, but basically like the influence over the connection right now is just things are going really, really well. And the overall energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And whenever I see the Queen of Pentacles, Bahar, I'm sorry, my list is closed. I put in the title here that my free yes no was until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That was almost 3 hours ago. So I always put in the title how long I'm taking free questions for, okay? So you'll have to look at that next time you come in. Sorry, James, Queen of Pentacles. This card always makes me feel like she's liking the energy of being your girl, being your woman, and I feel like you're also liking it as well. The Queen of Pentacles is like wife, girlfriend, fiance, baby mama, like, you know, it's the important main person in your life or your life partner. And so I think with that overall energy is like maybe just the idea of commitment kind of looming over y'all's head right now. All right, so let's tap into the next question here. How is Patty feeling about James following the barbecue? How's Patty feeling about James following the barbecue? So James, she really liked the idea of showing you off is kind of what I'm getting here. I have the King of Pentacles, so she clearly feels like you're someone of status that would be someone that she would be proud to have around, like what you have accomplished, the type of person that you are, you know, your social standing, which sounds really outdated, but basically like you're a active part of civilization and helping people and making people feel better. And it's just like a really great attribute. And I just feel like for her, you just like are someone who she's proud to have, like I would say on her arm or by her side. I feel like she just really liked the idea of like letting who you are speak for itself. And I think that she really enjoyed having you there. I don't know why I'm seeing the Five of Wands. I'm like, is this because it was a barbecue, bonfire, or did some drama happen while y'all were there? I'm not really sure what that little side note is about. But the Six of Wands is the card I wanted to hold on to because I was getting information that this was a what she felt like a success interaction, social gathering, like basically everything went off in regards to you without a hitch, it feels like. And the Six of Wands talks about public recognition, and so this was almost like her coming out party for you. Like she's now bringing you more into her circle, and she's showing up with you there, right? She's choosing you to be the one that she brought to this thing. So it's like almost like getting that recognition from her family that you are her plus one, and that is almost like an initiation in and of its own, kind of like a recognition from her stating like, this is my person, this is the person I'm seeing, you know, we'll see where this goes, but like I'm introducing him as my plus one, and that's important. So yeah, you might have been a little bit in the spotlight, but I feel like she felt like there was a lot of goodwill, well-wishers, positive recognition of your connection today. And I think that she just liked how it went. I think it went okay. I hope it went okay. That's what I'm getting. At least when it comes to you, there wasn't anything negative to say. All right, well, Patty and James end up seeing each other tomorrow. Will Patty and James end up seeing each other tomorrow? Will they end up seeing each other tomorrow? Will they end up seeing each other tomorrow? James, I really hope that you watch me on like 1.5 times speed, at least. So you don't have to like sit there during all these like pauses and listen to me talk. Especially when you're doing the playback. I'm confirming with the pendulum. All right, James, I am getting a yes. And that's what I thought because I got the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is a yes for me as well. I don't know if you guys are going to be staying the night together because I do see during the day spending time, maybe into the evening, but I'm having trouble seeing like an overnight stay. The Eight of Cups indicates like walking away in the evening time. So unless you're going on a walk at night, that could be that too. I think maybe it's just more like spending time during the day, but we'll see. I always feel like you can change it. If you don't like what you hear, you could change it. But I am getting that you guys are going to see each other tomorrow. The Fool here indicates like adventure, originality, doing something careless and youthful and fun. She seems to be in like this mindset of just like wanting to enjoy herself and have a good time. Maybe that's met with the Emperor, stability and structure. Probably because maybe she has to work the next day or you have to work the next day. So it's like your fun gets cut short or something. I see a lot of attraction, fun, flirting. The Six of Pentacles is coming through again. It talks about giving and receiving, being valued. So I wonder if maybe like maybe it just feels like a very generous energy around you guys. Maybe it's like hold the door for her and then she like gives you something off of her plate and is like, hey, you'll love this, try this. And then, you know, she anticipates your needs and maybe goes and grabs you a napkin or like, you know, gets the car started for you. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of like little simple things that anticipate one another's needs. Like for instance, when like Brennan's like washing his hands in the kitchen, I might like grab a towel for him to dry his hands off. And it's like he can literally walk 3 extra feet and like get that towel, but it's my act of service of basically saying, here, I'm anticipating your needs. I see that you are washing your hands. Let me get you a towel. Like sometimes when people like put toothbrush on each other's toothpaste on each other's toothbrush, like I'm just giving examples. That's basically like what I'm saying is like there's little things that happen, I feel, throughout the day where you guys are thinking of one another and like anticipating each other's needs. It's just a very generous, mutually equal effort. And I just feel like that feels very sweet. It feels very thoughtful and touching. But yeah, I am getting a yes, James, so I hope I'm right. Maximiliano. Hey, sorry. My list closed 3 hours ago. I put in the title of my readings how long I'm doing yes, no readings until. And so I put 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that indicates that that ended at that time. So I know that people live at different time zones, so I always try to be as specific as I can. So I'm sorry I won't be able to do that free reading for you tonight, but I am going to go ahead and just remove your comment. No, nothing against you. I just am not doing free readings right now, but I do hope that you come back and try again. I should be here later on in the week. And that is where I'm going to leave it. I have gotten through everyone on my list. I know that I had mentioned at one point I might open the list back up as far as donations go, but I'm tired. I think I'm going to head out. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your evening. Have a great rest of your holiday weekend. Just a reminder, I'm not going to be here tomorrow or Tuesday or Saturday. Now, if I end up taking any other time off, I will be sure to let you know or give you guys a heads up. But that is my intention, is to not be here tomorrow, Tuesday, or Saturday. So email me if you have any questions. You can always book a reading with me if you'd like. And I think that's everything. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Maximiliano, thank you for stopping in anyways. I hope you have a great evening, and I will see everyone next time. Bye.